Now, the rest of it, the 30344, is to the right brain hemisphere function. You're improving only the left brain hemisphere by 101 and 202. But it's a fundamental, the basis to work on and build from there what's coming to be able to develop the use of the right brain hemisphere. And that's where this importance comes in. Remote view, that you call it, be able to know about things before they happen, but through intuition. I mean, this keeps you healthier and safer from accidents. In other words, Richard, this is the way it looks. A person that doesn't have this training is more time wrong than right on major decisions, gets sick with psychosomatic health problems, and accident-prone, more accident-prone. A person who knows how to use this system does not get sick with psychosomatic health problems. That's one tremendous benefit, because medical science says that more than 90% of all health problems are psychosomatic. You're clear of all of those. You will not contract them. So then this one thing, you'll be safer, less accidents, and you're more times right than wrong on major decisions. That means success in life. The more successful you are, the better. The more mistakes you make, the more that you suffer, and the more stress, and you hurt your immune system.
That makes sense. Let me ask you this. At one time, maybe, I don't know, 6 months ago, I was getting to level, and I noticed that after about 15 minutes, when all thoughts completely subsided and I felt like I was floating, I felt a very warm spot at the center of the head. Is that part of the subatomic particles being stimulated or causing more?
People respond to it in different ways, Richard, depending on what level you are and the state of mind that you were in at the time and so forth. They have different sensations. But regardless, I mean...
How do you stimulate those cells, I guess, if you're able to get to that? Because aren't you also altering the electromagnetic field of the body?
The magnetic field of the body increases with your health and with your... That is... mental and physical health, biologically or psychologically. If you are right in these areas, you have stronger magnetic field radiation or stronger aura, let's put it. If you're sick, weak, or mentally, and also sick mentally or badly, biologically, that is weaker, see? So that's the judge right there. And the current photography would indicate that immediately when a person is sick or healthy.
What about... I've heard a lot of talk about using, what do you call these?
Magnets?
No, well, magnets too. We'll talk about that. But before we talk about the magnets, crystals too. But I'm talking about the regular home health care that they're talking about now, using herbs, different herbs like uña de gato to boost the immune system, using hawthorn berries to help boost the heart.
Much of these things are the suggestibility of a person is working for them, the placebo effect. Placebo effects are more than 50% of the problems.
But a lot of the Indians used herbs to treat different maladies.
Could have been for the same reason. And of course, all drugs come from
That's true.
From herbs,
Well, what about the crystals? Is there something to the vibrations of crystals and help them to harmonize the body?
It's something that suggestivity works on, like the bracelet, to prevent arthritis and things like this. Yeah. Same thing. I mean, every time you look at it, I mean, you're strengthening your own belief.
And what about sleeping on magnets?
Again. Well, now that helps a little bit, but you see, magnets are not pulsing. They just radiate energy. But the magnetic field, to be effective, should pulse. And it's not pulsing. It's static, not dynamic. It's fixed.
How do you get it to pulse?
You get it pulsing like a tape recorder. Put alpha tape on it to pulse, and then the magnetic field will be pulsing on the speaker at 10 cycles.
I see.
It's magnetic field. If it penetrates matter, should be pulsing on 10 cycles to be effective.
I see.
Chief, if he finishes the course and goes ahead and takes the rest of the course, you think this will make him a better newscaster?
Yeah, what will it do for...
You make him a better human being all around. Because remember, what we need to is develop a spiritual factor. Now, the difference between animals and human beings is the spiritual factor. The stronger spiritual factor, the further away you are from the animal kingdom, animal level. And the way to strengthen it is your right brain hemisphere. If you're not using it, you will never be able to strengthen it. Because that's the spiritual one. Right brain hemisphere, first in the spiritual dimension.
Maybe you can ask him a question. What areas can you use or apply the techniques that you learned? What areas other than medical or
besides health?
Yeah. What other ways can you benefit from learning these methods and this method of thinking and living?
It's for solving problems in general, okay? But now, family relations, schools, kids in school, habits of kids, you know, how to help them grow better in the right direction. Because Papa knows, because he's smarter and more intelligent, a better guide, and so on. I mean, you improve the mind, Richard. The mind is a common denominator. Everything has to do with mind. You improve the mind, you improve everything. That's the standard right there.
Everything.
Every application of mind improves if you improve your mind.
Yeah. And of course, it has to do with the way you think and the way you feel about, not only about yourself, but
your
about
understanding.
Other people.
I mean, your whole concept changes of life. It's like being born again. You see, you spend all your lifetime to develop 100% of the use of the left hemisphere, very little of the right. Mm-hmm. Now it's like starting all over again. Not but starting with the right brain hemisphere to start and build it up and use it as much as you have used the left one. So it's like being born again, all over again. So a person who starts to use the right brain hemisphere is a different person. It's not the same person anymore.
How are they different?
I mean, in their feelings about life, about you don't want to hurt anybody. You want to gain, helping others gain. You don't want to gain at somebody else's loss. And things like this.
Right. All good things. Nothing but good can come of it.
That's right.
It's like in the Bible, they say that if we could only go back to think as children, the way we did as children.
Well, the whole Bible, Richard, is do unto others what you like to have done to you. Period. That's the whole Bible right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that, you got the whole Bible. It's right there.
Yeah. Respect. Have respect for life.
Do to others only what you like to have done to you, or don't do to others what you don't like to have done to you.
The problem with today's society is that they
don't
want
care
to do to others before they get it done to them.
That's right.
It's a very, very twisted thing.
That's right.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.